All right, welcome back. It is the Vegas Take. Sharp and Shapiro. And that sound means it's part of the show brought to you by the GCI guys at Realty One Group. And my man Lee Goldberg, former TV sportscaster, now wants to be on your home team. The GCI guys save you money. All the listeners get $1,000 in your hand at closing. If you're a veteran, military, police, fire, teacher, or nurse, even hospitality, casino industry, you will get $2,000 back at closing. The GCI guys, give them a call. 702-902-3029. Call or text Lee right now. 702-902-3029. Check them out at thegciguys.com. So we spoke a little bit about this yesterday. This guy, Wayne Allen Root, who does a show here out of Vegas. And the reason why I bring him up is because he said Donald Trump is the king of Israel. And it made news because Donald Trump retweeted it and he was praising Wayne Allen Root. By the way, I think the statement is completely outrageous and ridiculous. Has Donald Trump been pro-Israel? Sure, there's been a lot of presidents that have been pro-Israel, and you can make the argument that Barack Obama is not. But to call him the king of Israel and the king of the Jews is one of the most outrageous and ridiculous things I ever said. Now, I've also said Wayne Allen Root is a conspiracy theorist who said some really dumb, ignorant, and hurtful things, like the October 1 shooting was done by Muslims. And I wanted to play you a little montage here. This is Wayne Allen Root, in his own words, making appearances on certain shows over the last several years, saying completely dumb and idiotic things. And this is the reason why I say whatever he says, you cannot believe and should mean absolutely nothing because, in my opinion, Wayne Allen Root has zero credibility. Listen to this.
Las Vegas is your hometown. From the beginning, you've raised questions about a possible terrorist connection to this case.
I do know that we have not gotten the right answers. The people of Vegas who call my talk show all the time, no one believes what we've heard from the FBI. No one believes what we've heard from the police.
Now we're getting Muslims, and you don't know how many of them are Al-Qaeda, how many of them are Taliban, how many are ISIS, how many are here to commit terrorist acts that will kill hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of Americans.
Is it true, Wayne? Did you go to school with Obama?
Don't know a single student at Columbia, and I knew everyone. I've asked everyone, and don't know a single student who ever had a class with a guy named Barack Obama.
So for those who are
nothing.
For those who are listening and not watching us on the video stream, I am now scratching my chin.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and Robert Mueller is from Uranus. That's the planet he must be from. This guy, in my opinion, I'm going to say it right on national TV, it's penis envy. That's what it is. I personally believe the single biggest special interest bribing Democrats and some rhino Republicans too is the Mexican drug cartels.
Whoever they're letting in this war room, how can they be sure that someone in there isn't part of the problem?
Well, maybe they ought to be testing them. Maybe they ought to be making sure, hooking them up to the machines to making sure that they're honest, they're ethical, and they're on Donald's side. I love this book. Thank you, Dinesh D'Souza, for educating and empowering, letting us all know what really happened in Nazi Germany and what's happening today with the fascists on the left. I've recommended for weeks, right on this TV show, take every illegal asylum seeker already in the U.S. and put them on buses and bus them to Democratic districts and the homes of Democrat politicians and liberal judges. Suddenly, I woke up this morning and this became the biggest story in America. President Trump obviously listened once again. I know he watches this show, and he listened once again, and he's now discussing in a serious way this very idea.
I'm speaking for those angry white males, and we're going to take this nation back.
Wayne Allen Root.
There you go. I'm speaking for white males, and we are going to take this nation down. Just in that video alone, he talked about, Muslims. What a disgrace. Going after Muslims. He also said that Muslims were the ones that committed the October 1 shooting with no facts to back it up. He's since never apologized for it. He said these Muslims in this country, they can kill tens of thousands of people. No evidence to back that up. I understand 9/11 happened, but, are Muslims committing terrorist attacks in this country since then? No. He said that Robert Mueller, a man who has been well-respected his entire life, even though he's a Republican, you have to respect this man. He says he's from the planet Uranus. He says that Robert Mueller has penis envy. I mean, it's just on and on with this guy. It's just disgraceful. And, I'm just going to leave it at that and say that this man has zero credibility. He is just like the guy from InfoWars, Alex Jones. He tries to say ridiculous, over-the-top things. He tries to get hits, and he's an egomaniac. He's very similar to Trump in a lot of ways. If you go on his Twitter page, he's bragging about how Rush mentioned his name on his show and the president retweeted him. That's all he really cares about. You think he actually cares about the stuff he says? Of course not. That is what a scam artist does, okay? A scam artist will say over-the-top ridiculous things to try to get hits with no proof to back it up. The number to call, 257-5396, the GCI Guys hotline, 702-257-5396. Let's go to Chuck. Chuck, what's going on?
What's up, Chuck?
Remember when Jamie Foxx 6 years ago said Obama's our Lord and Savior? Is there any difference between that and the Israel thing?
There actually is not.
Okay, well, I'll answer that, and I'll say there is. I don't agree with that statement by Jamie Foxx, but last I checked, Jamie Foxx never said the October 1 shooting happened by Muslims. Jamie Foxx isn't a conspiracy theorist, so that is the difference. I don't agree with that verbiage from Jamie Foxx, but I would say Jamie Foxx has a lot more credibility than this guy for that reason.
Well, he's not a public conspiracy theorist, but he could be privately. You don't know that, Brian.
All I can go by is what people say publicly, so I'm not going to guess. I can only go by the things Wayne Allen Root has said, and we just named a few of them, Chuck. So I hope that answers that question.
And then I got a tax question, like, can I see yours and JD's taxes?
I'm not the president of the United States. That's the difference, Chuck. That's a stupid question, but I appreciate. No, that's a stupid question, but I appreciate you calling in.
Hey, great call, Chuck.
257-5396. Let's see your taxes. We're not the president. We're not politicians. We're not running for office. Do you understand the difference between a radio host and the president of the United States? You dummy. 257-5396. Let's go to L. L, you're next. What's going on?
What's up, L?
Good morning, guys. I got two quick things. First, JD, I want you to give me some odds. I love Tom Steyer. What would we say, plus 200 for him to get the nomination?
Oh, that's way too low. Go ahead, JD.
What, Tom Steyer? Tom Steyer?
My real purpose for the call is this. This Wayne Allen
I won't give the
sounds
odds.
a lot like Steve
That's fine.
Sanchez. I'm sorry. And
Wait.
I know you may disagree.
Wait, hold on.
But
Say that again? I didn't hear what you said. Go ahead.
We're going to soundbite this.
The Wayne Allen Root comments and the whole shock jock thing sounds exactly like Steve Sanchez to me. What do you think?
I'll leave that one alone. Why don't we let JD? I'll just laugh and leave that one alone.
I'm gonna say plus 1,200 for Tom Steyer.
Absolutely not. I'd say 100 to 1. 100 to 1.
Fine.
He's not even on the stage, L. He's not even on the stage.
And I'm going to say no comment on the Steve Sanchez thing.
We lost L. Tom Steyer is not even on the stage, JD.
He doesn't have a shot.
No, 500 to 1. No chance.
12 to 1 is still not a shot.
No chance. I would actually put Biden at even money, and I would put everybody else the closest. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to think about this. I think we need to put some research into this, L. 257-5396. Let's take a quick call from Joseph. Joseph, what's going on?
Hey, Joseph.
Well, good morning, and thanks for taking my call. I love your show. But
Thank
I have a couple things. Tom Steyer, I don't know if he'll make it because didn't he make his money on private prisons? I don't know if that'll go too well with the Democratic base right now. And secondly, that last bit that you played with Wayne Allen Root.
Yes.
Could you play that last statement again that he played and then play what you said right after it? Because I believe he said that the white whatever male are going to take America back, and you quoted him as saying white America is going to take white male are going to take America down.
He said he speaks for white America, which which by the way, let's just stop it right there. He doesn't speak for anybody, let alone white America. I'll tell you, he doesn't speak for Jews, and he seems to think he does. He also seems to think that he's the reason why Donald Trump was voted in office. This man is a narcissist. He's an egomaniac.
I can appreciate those 2 points, but it's not the point that I was trying to make. The point is that the last thing he said is that they're going to take America back, and then you misquoted him by saying take America down.
Okay, so if I misspoke and I said it took America down, will that make you feel better, Joe?
Hey, Joseph, I like this.
Will that make you feel better?
This is very good.
No, I'm just calling you out.
Let me explain something to you. No. Okay, I'm not going to misspeak now. I'm not going to misspeak now. Okay, I won't misspeak now. I find it very interesting that you want to switch a word around and try to attack me, and you don't want to talk about the 2 minutes of audio that we just played about your lover boy, Wayne Allen Root. I find that very interesting, Joseph.
Well, Brian, it's 2019, and America is all about being on the offensive.
Yeah. Well, Joe wants to call in and be a smartass. Doesn't work with me, buddy. Okay, doesn't work with me.
That being said, I don't have a huge problem with Wayne Allen Root saying, "Hey, we don't know how many Muslims are Al Qaeda," so because we really don't. That's not a statement, but everything else was pretty much too over the top for me.
Okay, we got to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.